Hello everyone and welcome to my Royal Family Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to a royal specialist, the schism between Harry and William could only have been mended by one person. In his biography Spare, Prince Harry makes a number of alarming charges against Prince William. According to a royal specialist, the schism between Prince William and Prince Harry can only be resolved by one person. Following a long-running split caused by Harry's relocation to the United States in 2020, brothers William and Harry avoided each other at their father's coronation in May. Since then, the schism has widened as a result of the Netflix release of Harry and Meghan and Harry's explosive memoir Spare. One royal expert told OK that the late Princess Diana would be the only one who could mend her son's estrangement. I'm sure her greatest wish would be to hug her boys again and find some way of resolving the rift between them, former BBC royal correspondent Jenny Bond said. Diana was the one who could have made things right. Diana was a completely devoted mother, and her sons meant everything to her. We were constantly surrounded by images of William and Harry when I met Queen at Kensington Palace and sat in her drawing room, and she was plainly proud of both of them. She informed me that the country was fortunate to have William, and I believe she was correct. She would have been very pleased of his initiative to address the issue of homelessness, especially since it was she who first showed him the suffering of persons forced to live on the streets. Princess Diana, who died in 1997, would have been 62 years old today. On Friday, William and Harry widened their feud by recording separate video tributes for the Diana Award winners. The Prince of Wales spoke first, soon before his younger brother, to praise the courage of those honored by the awards. After that, the Duke of Sussex arrived 20 minutes later. William praised the young people for their compassion and relentless dedication, while Harry talked on a different topic. Harry emphasized the need of collaborating with other campaigns since no one is a conduit for change alone. Anne Spahn stated of Harry, "She told me that she sometimes worried about Harry finding his place in the world, being the second born without a defined role. However, she stated that both sons were fine in general. In fact, she said that everything bounced off Harry, and perhaps that would still be true if she hadn't died so quickly." Anne Spahn shared what Diana had told her about how her own traumatic background influenced her approach to raising her sons. "I talk to them about anything," she explained. "I always want to make sure they can ask any questions they want. I lavish love and cuddles on the boys. I never had any as a kid, so I enjoy giving it to them." She giggled as she informed me that William was at the age when he would say, "Oh, stop it, Mum," but they really enjoy
Charles
it.
has
Requested that Prince Andrew be stripped of his last remaining royal honors. According to a recent Express.co.uk poll, 79% of readers believe the Duke of York should be deprived of his Knight of the Garter honor. Last week, Prince Andrew was barred from joining members of the royal family at the annual Garter Day parade and ceremony in Windsor, and Express.co.uk readers have called for the Duke of York's privileges to be revoked, according to a new poll. Andrew was made a Knight of the Garter by his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, in 2006. However, he has been absent from Garter Day ceremonies for the past 2 years. King Charles, as sovereign, has the authority to nominate and remove members of the order. Andrew's membership is one of the few royal honors he still has after losing his military titles, royal patronages, and HRA status when he retired from public life in 2019. The Daily Mirror's royal editor, Russell Myers, has stated that there is no way the king would expel his brother. He told the Royal Beat that the honor is probably the only thing that Andrew has left, adding, "It's an interesting situation for the king. How much does he want Andrew to be seen in public? I suppose he just wants him to try to retire and not cause him any grief," he continued. "He's just hoping Andrew fades into the background." Andrew has expressed a desire to return to royal life, but I doubt it will happen. In response to whether Andrew would be expelled from the order, Mr. Myers stated, "There have been removals from the Garter. It's really entirely within the king's gift, and Charles is not going to do that. New Netflix project is not going to work, according to the royal family, as Harry departs the United States." Angela Levin, a royal scholar, has spoken out about Meghan Markle supposedly working on a preview of Charles Dickens' Great Expectations for her next Netflix project. Meghan Markle has apparently settled on her next Netflix project, a preview of the iconic Charles Dickens novel Great Expectations, whereas Prince Harry prefers a somewhat different path. Angela Levin, a royal expert, has discussed what fans should expect from the couple's ongoing Netflix deal, remarking about the couple's competing ideas for new projects. It's interesting that Meghan is working on doing a preview really of Charles Dickens's book Great Expectations as a feminist living in a man's world, she told GB News. So it's before she's left at the altar, and you think it's not going to work before it's even gotten anywhere because it's going to be about Meghan's life and men in a very difficult community, and it's not fair and it's not right. You know, everything on Great Expectations since the first film in 1946 has proven to be completely hopeless, she added. So she's going to do that. She's staying in America. And Levin then discussed Harry, saying, Prince Harry wants to go to Africa and talk about the people and the animals and everything else that he loves. He's called it his second home. That makes him very happy. Despite losing their partnership with Spotify last month, the duo is still with the streaming service. The couple, who had also inked a deal with Spotify for 2020, parted ties with the firm just last month, with both publishing a statement to mark the end of an era. They were both proud of the sole project that came out of the partnership. Meghan's podcast series had a mastectomy in an 8-hour procedure to combat cancer. Sarah Ferguson was diagnosed with breast cancer and had a mastectomy last week, it was revealed. After being diagnosed with breast cancer last week, the Duchess of York allegedly underwent an 8-hour operation. Sarah Ferguson, 63, had the 8-hour single mastectomy at King Edward VI Hospital in London, according to the Mail on Sunday. Sarah Ferguson, also known as Fergie, was diagnosed with the disease and spent 4 days in intensive care at a private hospital where she was watched 24 hours a day. The surgery was very long, getting on for 8 hours, and it was more involved than people think, said a friend of the Duchess who is now back at home last night. Today, the message she wants to send is that she is grateful to those who saved her and considers herself extremely fortunate to be alive. In particular, the Duchess wishes to thank the two incredible surgeons, Christina Choi and Stuart James, who performed the operation, as well as the entire medical team who worked tirelessly to assist her. The grandmother of 3 has revealed how she went for a normal mammogram and was diagnosed with cancer. Her agents confirmed in a statement that she was now recovering at home in their Grade A-listed property, which is part of the Crown estate. Sarah, Duchess of York, was recently diagnosed with an early form of breast cancer detected at a routine mammogram screening, a spokesman for the Duchess stated. She was advised that she needed surgery, which she underwent successfully. The Duchess is receiving the best medical care available, and her doctors have assured her that her prognosis is favorable. She is now recovering at home with her family. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.